Hi and welcome to this YouTube channel. My name is Zangi Moimi from contbuild.co.ke. In this video tutorial, I will introduce you to ArchiCAD 24, cost estimating and quantity takeoff. So the aim of the video is to show you how to use a combination of two softwares. This is ArchiCAD 24 and Microsoft Excel 2016 for us to be able to come up with an estimate of the cost of constructing a wall. And so right now what I want us to do is open an existing project that I have created. Then we will extract data from that project in terms of schedules. In this case we will use interactive wall schedules, and then we will filter that data to only contain the information that we want to use. We will apply some costings based on a cost per square meter, which is a contractor's all-in rate cost, and then at the end of it all we will have achieved our objective of calculating the cost of constructing the walls for this given project. So let's go up here. There is this browse. Click on browse. So we want to open. There is a folder here. I have created a project. So we'll open the first one and select this. Click on open. Then ArchiCAD is going to open the project. So let's wait as this project gets opened. So as you can see on your screen, this is the floor plan. I want us to go to the ground floor. As you can see, this is our ground floor with all that information. We have everything put together. We have all the black lines that you can see are the roof construction elements. So this is our floor plan, which is a 3-bedroom or rather 4-bedroom house, residential house. If I will take you to the 3D view, you will be able to see how the project looks like. It's just a simple building that I have not applied so much of customizations to the materials and all those things, but it will help us to perform the exercise that I want us to perform. And so what we will do is we want to extract data from this ArchiCAD model, and we want to extract data about our walls, and this data is contained in ArchiCAD in terms of schedules. And in the project map here, if you browse down, you can see schedules, and under schedules we have elements, components and surfaces. And so a wall is an element. So if you click on this arrow under elements, you'll be able to see we have wall schedules, we have all openings, we have door schedule, we have window schedule, we have object inventory and the likes. So our target is the wall schedules. So we will double click on wall schedule, as you can see, and we will get that information appearing on our screen. I want to change the zoom down here to 100%. Maybe you will not be able to see it clearly, but I will recommend that for now, as we apply more customizations to our schedule. Down at the bottom right, we have settings. So whenever we want to customize what we are seeing on this screen, this part here, we'll be able to use the settings below here for us to be able to access the scheme settings. Or up here we can see this button that is written scheme settings. If you click on this, you'll be able to see all these settings up here. So before we go ahead, I want to change a few things about this display. Up here we have a text style. I will change this from Arial to Montserrat. I want the font to remain as 2. I want to use let's see which pen color is nice. What do you think of black? I want to use pen number 1. Then I will leave that as it is. Yes, so this is it. So if you look at our schedule, which is in form of a table, we have various columns. We have a column with element ID, we have 2D plan preview with wall type, we have height, we have thickness, we have area, net volume, we have perimeter, classification, construction type, positioning, we have fire resistant rating in minutes, and that is all the information that we will put in our model will be displayed here when we open our wall schedule. So this is not all what I want to use. If you remember, the criteria for taking off is that for walls, based on the standard method for measurement of building and civil engineering works in Eastern Africa, walls are measured, wall quantities are measured in square meters, and these square meters, for us to be able to achieve that, we need to know the height of the wall, and we need to know the total length of the wall, that is the center line length. And for us to be able to apply the right cost per square meter, contractor's rate, we also need to understand, or rather to get information about the different wall thicknesses. So I think for now that is the information that we need, and let's go ahead and customize that under scheme settings. So I'll click on scheme settings, and then all this information that you can see here under fields, this is what is available as the headings for our columns. And I'll remove all those that I don't want to use. Like I'll remove this, I'll just highlight and then click on remove, highlight, click on remove. That way up to there. And we have thickness, we have height, we have building material type. I want to remove that. Let's click on OK. We have filtered the information. So what we have now is only the element ID, the wall type, height and thickness. So we will go ahead and add something. So below here I'll click on add fields, then I'll type wall length. How to write length? And down here we have conditional length on the face, we have conditional length, we have length of reference line, length of wall at the center. So we choose length of wall at the center because this is what we are calling the center line. If you remember basic quantity surveying takeoff, length of wall at the center, then click on add and click on OK, and you will start seeing something here. You will see length of the wall at the center populating itself here. So what else do we need? We will need let's say area, not there, but wall schedule, add fields with a wall area, and wall area with gross surface area of wall. Let me see what we can use here. I think for now let's use that information. As you can see, then when you have filtered the data, you need now to export these to a spreadsheet file. So I go, either you can use scheme settings, and then here under this you click on export. You'll be able to save this file as an interactive schedule scheme, which will be an XML file. But for now, I want us to go up here to file, click on save as, and then we are going to save this as an Excel file. We'll give it the name IES01 wall schedule, and save as type. Click on this drop down arrow and select Excel workbook. Then I'll set it as open after file save, then click on save. So the information is getting saved, and after saving, our Excel file is now open. Let me increase the zoom so that we are able to see what is happening. So the next thing that I want us to do is add a new column, because all we want to do is to now get the specific cost per square meter for every element ID. So we need the area calculated here, we need cost per area, and then we need the total amount here. So let's say I will go ahead and use this. I'm copying because I want the cell formatting to look alike. So just copy, then up here select all this, Control V for paste, paste that, and also paste this here. Click on escape. So this column is for wall area in square meters, and here we have cost per square meter, and here we have a total amount. So what I'm going to do is I'll delete all these contents in these cells. So I just highlight like that, right click and select clear contents, and then for wall area in square meter, so I'll put a formula. I'll put equal sign. So wall area will be given by length of the wall at the center, which is the center line length, multiplied by the height. So I'll click, then use this to apply the formula in all the subsequent cells, and you have your areas. Then the cost per square meter is based on the thickness of that wall. So here I'm going to use 2,200 Kenya shillings per square meter, which is what I'm going to apply to all these that have a 200 millimeter thickness, wall thickness, until where I'm finding I'll use 1800 for 100 millimeter thick wall. So the rest is 2200. You can choose to type like this, or you can choose to copy and paste. This is 2.3. So we are saying 2.3. So I'll put this expression, which is 2.3 multiplied by 2200. Then I will divide this by 0.2, and that is it for that. Then this is 2200. So that is what we have as our cost per square meter, and the total amount is given by this expression. So we have an equal sign, we have cost per square meter multiplied by wall area in square meters. Then I'll just apply this formula to all these cells up to here, and we have our costs in place. So the next thing is, now that we have a cost for every element ID, the only thing that we are remaining with is doing the total cost, which is just a simple expression, and the total cost is given here as the total amount for all the walls by element IDs from SW002 to SW032. So I'll place the mouse down here below the column where we have total amount. Let's set something. Select this cell below. So we want to have this as sticky headers. Let this be selected. Then we go to view. Then we have free spans. We keep top pro. I'll select this, the first one, and click on free spans. Then when we are scrolling down, you see this one is fixed. So I'll scroll down like this, and then I'll click where I want to place my totals, and let me use auto sum. Click on that, and what that does is it adds all the values above it. So if I click on, if I hit enter, I'll be having this amount. This amount is 800,000, 853,973.80 Kenya shillings, which now is the total cost of constructing. Total cost of constructing the walls for our design, as you can see. So I want this to be 10, and this is our total cost. So if someone asks me the total cost of constructing the walls for this design that I have made, I will tell them based on my estimate that it is 854,000. So you can be able to save this as a PDF file. So go to Save As, F, and select PDF. Then you will see this clearly. So let's say you wanted to share it with other people, you can share it with your client, and they'll be able to appreciate the cost of your design. So that is it, and that's how to come up with the cost estimate of a wall using ArchiCAD model and Microsoft Excel. I hope you've grasped some knowledge. I hope you've learned something, and now you are able to perform simple quantity takeoffs using ArchiCAD and Excel. Thank you for watching my tutorial. If you loved this, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and other professionals. If you need any help, comment below. I'll be able to answer your comments, and most importantly, subscribe to this YouTube channel to get more of this content. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.